Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the September 11th, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. I'm Caleb Black. We're talking NXT, and apparently I'm a little drunk.
You know what's really weird?
True.
It's probably the first time in the history of anything that we play so up and everything, and you said the phrase September 11th, and you have a smile on your face.
Yeah,
and it just kind of comes off strange.
I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna get into it. Just stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. NXT was a fully stacked show.
Yes.
We're going to get into it, but I've got a couple of points I'd like to make about it as we go on. We opened the show with the NXT.
Shocker.
Yeah. Caleb's got
George
another
Cassidy in NXT
right.
now.
We opened the show with Finn Balor versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship.
First off, I don't know why that opened the show.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that. Finn Balor was on fire in the opening of this match.
Yes.
Just covering up Adam Cole, slowing him down. The match itself was so good, but eventually, as it always does, the last 5 to 8 minutes becomes an exchange of moves. That being said, damn good exchange of moves. For me, I gave this match a 4.
I also gave it a 4. I think that because of the fact that you followed it up from the Iron Man match, it's supposed to be the whole last fall.
Yeah.
With the stipulation from last week, and then, of course, the new champion being crowned, I think you kind of have to do the move for move.
I agree, but this was the way it was done well.
Yeah.
This was the way like, it didn't take me out of it because it's these guys at their best.
It was the anti-all-out angle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Finn Balor wins, crowning himself new NXT champion, and really cool thing, that segment afterward, where he's in the back, the NXT staff and other wrestlers are congratulating him.
Adam Cole
shows up, and they hit him with the 2 Sweet, which was a nice little throwback to the Bullet Club. Obviously, I didn't get my Finn Balor takes over Undisputed era yet.
Not yet.
So we got to wait for that.
We're going to have a rematch. There's going to be a rematch. It's just how that has to be.
During the match, too, I also wrote Adam Cole seamlessly took over. When he went into the heat against Balor, again, it was relative to 50-50 booking in that sense, but it was done the right way. So overall, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5, most certainly.
Then we get into a whole bunch of just promos and such. We're going to get into that right now. Shotzi Blackheart and Aliyah have an address with Robert Stone.
1.
I gave it a 1 because I didn't care.
Right.
Shotzi Blackheart.
I'm not a fan.
And the other girl.
The only person I care about that whole thing is Robert Stone.
Yeah, I gave that a 1. Mm-hmm. Candice LeRae meets Tegan Nox for the first time. They tell Tegan Nox to do it the Gargano way. Another weird, off-putting promo between Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, and someone else.
Johnny Same Face.
Yeah, Johnny Same Face.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Corny holler out
I gave that a 1. Mm-hmm. I gave I really enjoyed the Timothy Thatcher lessons.
I do too.
But at this point,
Shitter get off the pot?
Well, it's just he's teaching the holds, and I get that, but I've seen it enough. I'd rather watch Timothy Thatcher wrestle.
Yes.
Well,
that's what I mean.
I think it'd be cool if you picked up a mic and gave the lesson in the middle of a match.
Yeah, like The Rock used to put on the headset.
To call his own commentary, or when the Miz, he's got that arm wringer locked in, and he grabs a mic and he's like, and this is how you properly execute the arm wringer with one hand. And,
right.
Show me something let's elaborate on the lessons.
Shitter get off the pot. Give us something.
Yeah.
Rather than the same thing every week.
Right. Because I would watch, I would watch Timothy Thatcher clinics all the time.
Give me Timothy Thatcher and Drew Gulak in an exhibition Lions Den match or something.
Yeah.
Give me something like that.
Something where he's using that technical ability to get wins.
Agreed.
Then we go into Velveteen Dream versus Adonis. Velveteen Dream won. I gave it a 2.
Kushida comes in.
House of Fire beats. Kushida being heel does nothing for me.
I can't believe that Kushida's the heel. Velveteen Dream should be the heel in this
Velveteen
situation.
Dream does nothing for me right now. He's just not. He was on fire a year and a half ago.
He is so heel. He is one windowless white van away from being super heel.
We don't know that for a fact.
Nah, there's there's photo evidence.
Stop it. Get out of here. Either way, in the wrestling context, Velveteen Dream does nothing for me right now.
Should still be the heel.
Then we have I gave that a 2. We have a promo between Breezango and Imperium. They're hyping up a tag match I genuinely give a shit about, because they're going to have a great tag match.
Yes.
They both cut their promos. I gave it a 2.
I gave it a 2. I thought it was decent.
Brazongo as tag champions, obviously, we're going to get these promos, and they're hilarious.
Yes.
Together, they're a very entertaining tandem.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you're put together for 11 years.
Yeah.
You're that's like being thrown into, I don't know, commentary position. But it's a very decent chemistry thing that you just have to have.
You have to have chemistry built over a long period of time to be a successful team. Because if you don't have that chemistry and able to play off of one another well, you're going to get left in the dust. And like any good tag team, you have to establish that chemistry.
In every good carnival, there's 2 really good clowns.
All right. We're too much inside pool here. We go into
for bull. That's so for bull.
We go to a Bronson Reed Austin Theory match. I love Bronson Reed. Austin Theory makes a great foiler for him.
Bronson Reed's the future.
Bronson Reed is a big man with a bright future. Yes. I gave the match a 3. Bronson Reed picks up the win.
Give it a 3.5.
Yeah, Bronson. I would watch again.
You know what really kind of irritates me?
Tell me more.
Where the hell is Mr. Leg Slapper?
Oh yeah, Damian
it's like
Priest,
the second
North
week
American
in a row.
champion. Yeah,
he's your middle champion, and you're not on TV.
The less he's on my television slapping his fucking leg, the better for all of us. Then we go into a Roderick Strong versus Killian Dane match. Roderick Strong obviously gets a good showcase. Undisputed Era comes out, wants to put the boots to Dane. Drake Maverick hits the ring, tries to make the save. They start getting the boots put to him until Killian Dane grabs a pipe. Undisputed Era hightails it out. It
kind of reminds me of Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like even aesthetically, Balls Mahoney and Spike Dudley. This does everything it wants to do. We're seeing the resistance from Kyle O'Reilly by not wanting to constantly attack people, which I don't know if we're going to get quite to the dissolution of the Undisputed Era yet, but it is nice they're planting those seeds.
I think you're going to get the new leader, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
He's going to come in and he's going to be like, this is what you've done to this group under your leadership. Yeah. You allowed this to
and then maybe eject Kyle O'Reilly and get a new member.
Add somebody new.
You know who'd make a great addition to the Undisputed Era if they were ever able to return? Pete Dunne.
Kenny Omega.
Get out of my house. Pete Dunne or Tyler Bate would be very good additions. Love to see that.
I could see that.
Yeah, I gave this overall schmaz a 3.
I gave it 2.5.
Yeah. And then we get into our main event, which is a steel cage match between Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Martinez. Exactly what it needed to be.
Exactly what you think it would be.
Yep, a fight in a steel cage between 2 tall, strong women. Yep. I gave it a 3.5.
Give it a 3.
That leaves both of our overall rankings for the show at a 3, which is a nice step up for the week.
Especially for NXT.
Yeah. And now we're going to get into why NXT should have been booked differently.
Okay.
If you don't mind my saying so.
Sure.
You got 2 marquee matches on this show.
Yes.
You got the steel cage match.
Yes.
You got a world title match.
Yes.
Why the fuck was there anything else?
There shouldn't have been.
Shouldn't have been anything else at all.
Your cage match should have went 20 minutes. Your main title match should have went everything else.
Your cage match could have gone... not... Cage match could have gone a good 30 minutes, 40, even close to 40 minutes. Your main title match could have gone closer to an hour. Between commercial breaks...
That's right, NXT is 2 hours.
But between commercial breaks, and I'm not talking like maybe not one other little promo or maybe one other little match in between the two to get the cage set up.
I don't agree.
Should have just been those 2 matches for an hour apiece.
I believe not needing any other match, just doing the promo build up for the match.
Give me the packages and then let's hit it.
Match.
And that's the thing, like with these 2 specific matches, like okay, we booked a 60-minute match deliberately last week. Yeah. For the Fatal 4-Way.
Whole hour.
Didn't need to be booked that way. You could have just gone an hour and not mentioned it was an Iron Man match and got the same finish with the setup. Adam Cole could have put his submission on Johnny Gargano, and Finn Balor could have had a pin on Tommaso Ciampa, and he could have tapped at the same time the 3 count happened. You could have equally gone, all right, well, since you guys fucking don't have a definitive winner this week, you 2 are the ones who are in the winning positions.
Most certainly.
You're going next week, and then also Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, the 2 of you are going to fight next week to decide who the next number 1 contender is.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then this week would have been the number 1 contender match opening the show between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Your cage match.
Your cage match. No, I still would have kept the cage match main event.
See, I don't think so. I think I
think you're
crowning
right.
a new champion should have been last.
Yeah. Then you go into your cage match with Martinez and Ripley, which is your next.
Which you knew was going to be epic.
Have Gargano and Ciampa go a good 20-25 minutes. Then hit your promo spot. If you're going to have a promo, that's when you have Breezango sit down and be like, this is why we're going to win the tag team champions. It's been 11 years since we've had an opportunity. We're not going anywhere. Then you get into your
they are the tag team champions.
Then you get into your steel cage match. And then you have Mercedes Martinez and Rhea Ripley beat the piss out of each other for 45 minutes. Rhea Ripley gets the fanfare for the win, and then maybe throw in your smiles.
Give your first match 20 minutes, give the cage match 40 minutes, give the last match an hour.
Right, and then in between the cage match and the main event, that's when you do Imperium's response.
Yeah.
We're the greatest tag team in the UK, we're the greatest tag team in the US, and then we get an hour main event that has to have one definitive winner, and have them go to the last 5 minutes of TV. The last 4 minutes of TV with no winner. The last 3 minutes, have your commentator being like, guys, we've only got 2 minutes left, or a minute, or 3 minutes left on broadcast time. This is it. And then bam, Finn Balor hits that double spot,
wins the title,
holds it up in the ring. Him and Adam Cole have their thing, and in the middle of the ring, instead of being in the back, while Triple H and the others are out in the ring celebrating with Finn, the last thing you see on TV is the Too Sweet. They exchange. Finn Balor turns, hoists up the fucking thing, brought to you by USA Network. Bam, now we're watching Modern Family.
Yeah.
I don't understand. If you've got this much talent, and you've got 2 hours, and you're in the middle of a war, and you're on your own night, where no one's competing for you, why are you not making these shows as spectacular as possible?
Yeah, no, I get it. But with all that said, it was the best NXT in a couple weeks.
It was the best NXT in a couple weeks. I'm just saying it could have been better.
It could have been built stronger.
Agreed. Yeah. Especially, again, with the two main marquee matches, could have been just a solid 5 broadcast all the way around.
Basically, you would have wanted it to be more cerebral rather than
if I'm going to invest, if I'm going to invest 2 hours, let me invest my full 2 hours in
reach in my brain and massage
in the shit that I give a shit about.
Yeah.
If I don't give a shit about it, I don't give a shit. And then, fucking hour in, I'm seeing what else is coming on TV. Right. I'm going to get a snack. I'm not paying attention to the Shotzi Blackheart shit. Then I got to come back into it to watch the cage match because that's going to go 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I know for a fact these are our 2 main marquee matches and we're not talking about shit else.
Yeah.
Bam. And then, like I said, if you'd have booked it the first scenario, you've got another marquee match because I'll sit and watch Gargano and Ciampa for 30 minutes. Who wouldn't?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't need, in 2 hours, if you've got that much talent and you've got to work around commercial time, fuck, you ain't got to do nothing. Especially when there's no live crowd to entertain. Get out of here.
Yeah, totally.
So, anyway, that's my little armchair session with NXT. Thought I'd throw that out there a little bit. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a comment down below. What did you guys think of this week's NXT? Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. And stay tuned because the next part of the Wednesday Night Wars is coming up as we review AEW Dynamite. One of him.